Hello, one equipment warrior. Welcome to episode 21 of my beginner guide. And today we are going to start by playing a map. The first map on this character, actually that's not really true. But first we're gonna go to Solaris Temple. Take the waypoint here. Before you're getting Sana and getting a personal portal device in your hideout, you're gonna go here to the Eternal Laboratory in Solaris Temple. And then you're gonna find the Eternal Laboratory, and here is where you can start your map journey. I actually played map on this one before today, but my internet connection was so bloody bad I couldn't even make a good video on it, so I have to remove that and make this one. You can use currency on your maps. I'm gonna show that later, but I didn't take any with me. So I'm gonna just play this arcade map here. It's just a tier 1 map to show it how it works. And if you hear some sound in the background, I have my window open because it's crazy warm right now, and I think it is actually a little bit of a storm coming in, so it's going to be a little bit interesting. Well, it's not going to be a big problem, it's just going to rain a little bit, which I actually welcome. So it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit windy outside. Anyway, I did play the 2 maps on this one before today. But as I said before, my internet connection gets so bad, the footage was so bad that I wouldn't even upload it, and nothing interesting happened, so... But anyway, this is just a completely plain map. It have no mods whatsoever on it, it's just a map. So, but you can use currency on maps, and I absolutely going to show that a little bit later. I just want to show the maps because I'm going to continue and get to Act 4. Because I still have a passive skill point to get here, and just for the sake of everything, I'm going to defeat the final boss in Act 4 in Merciless. So I can just say I have finished the core game. Oh, come on. Well, I think I should have an anti-bleed flask there. Remove burning. I don't have anti-bleed. What happened to the game? What is this? Have I crashed? Right, I think actually this is a glitch. I have never seen this before. I clearly not crashed, but I can't do anything. Where is the death screen? I should be able to respawn. Right, this is really weird. I have never seen this before, and I have absolutely no idea what's happened. I haven't crashed because I still have ups and downs. Let's see. So I haven't crashed. My connection haven't crashed at least, but something have happened. I have no idea what's have happened. What is this? I have never seen this before. So well, let's see if I can re-log into the character then. I have no idea what happened right there. Absolutely no idea. That was really weird. Well, anyway, I'm back in the map now. That was really weird. One was... I just don't know. Let's take this flask here. There's actually a better flask, so... Apply to minions. I have no use for that whatsoever, and that would actually be a pretty bad flask if I'm using it. Let's hope that glitch, or whatever it was, doesn't happen again. Anyway, let's take this armor. I want some more chromatic orbs. Now I soon have enough level to actually decide if I actually want to use Bring of Rain instead, but I actually think I'm gonna go for the chest armor. Just for doing something different to my normal type of build when I'm making this. And look at this, we can actually doing the trial for the end game ascendancy, and that does it. And when you are in maps, you have a chance that these are spawning. You need to do 6 of these, 6 different trials, endgame trials, like these ones, and these are far more dangerous than the regular ones. I could actually do this one just to show it. Actually, this is a beginner guide, so I'm gonna show what's happened. This is like the normal trials, but far worse, far more dangerous, and you can see new traps like these ones. You can't permanently destroy them, you can just inactivate them for a short amount of time. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. You can see this is a quite dangerous area. I can't say it like that. This trap you can see right now, the one with the green areas everywhere. If you're using movement skill, you take damage. You take a lot of damage. By the way, you can't leech when you're attacking this one, so keep that in mind. This one, I think that one that have that aura, like the one over there, with that aura, I think that's a physical damage aura, so physical damage AoE attack, so yes, you know it. But I'm not entirely 100% sure it is doing physical damage. Let me go this way. So I'm not gonna use movement skill when that one's active. This one, yeah, green area right here, you can see it slows me down. Need to activate this lever over here. Oh, this is scary. You can see how much shit it is right here. But I think we are done with this one. In my opinion, this is one of the lesser dangerous version of the endgame trials. And by the way, if you die in these trials, you can't use portals. You need to go all the way from the beginning here again. So don't die. Which are easily said and done. But you actually get something like this. You get the offering to the goddess, which if you want, you can sell that for about 5 chaos if you want to trade away. Or you can save them to when you're gonna do the endgame labyrinth. But because I have already done all of these trials on my other characters. But if you're new to the game, you need to do all 6 of them. So, yes, you know it. And it can be a little bit hard to find, especially finding the last one. I think it was in, not this league, the league before the league before the league. I think it was like 3 leagues ago when they first come out. It took me the entire freaking league to find all of them. And I played like every day. But I think they have did something to make it actually easier to find the one you're searching for, because it didn't take that nearly as long time this time when on this character. And we just defeated the bosses. So let's take some of this stuff. I like that beach map. I think it's set up terribly wrong right there. So this is just an ordinary map, and I'm going to show a little bit more advanced, and I'm gonna see if I can craft some interesting maps later. But this is just an introduction to maps, and I'm right now just gonna go and continue the story, I think. But let's actually clear a little bit more of a map, because there are some enemies left and they're giving good experience. So I want more currency and crafting items. With that. Because you can make some really interesting and fun map. My personal favorite is Beyond with sea witches spawn. If you know what Beyond are, those enemies that can spawn if you kill a lot of enemies in the same area, like I'm doing like right there. You can actually spawn something called Beyond enemies, and they can spawn some pretty nasty bosses of that. So you're gonna activate Onslaught, Invasion, and Beyond. And they are too low level for this area, but I don't care, because it can't apply to this area anyway. Oh, wait a second. Did I just find the helmet I talked about before? I find Bring of Rain. I actually find Bring of Rain. Yep, I find Bring of Rain. When you speak about it. Well, this character have luck. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I think I need to close my window before it's... the wind is too high. There we go. So I just find Bring of Rain. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Oh, that was Danus box. Well, that's why I always should identify the boxes open. You can see that in the beginning I get frozen. But I as lucky as I am, I just eyes wide. But anyway, I am definitely going to take this awesome helmet and put it in my stash. So now I really have the option. I don't even need to trade for it. I find it myself. So let's put it in here. Probably the most awesome item I found so far on this character. One of the one. At least in my opinion. Because I love Ring of Rain. But right now we are going to go for Scepter of God and see if we can defeat Dominus. I'm going to have to farm this character if I'm gonna do a series later, and I think I'm gonna do that off camera and actually show the awesome thing. Just show the awesome things I'm finding in that one, or if I find something particularly awesome, I'm gonna show it. But well, I think I'm gonna do that because I don't think you want to see me grinding maps like for an hour or something like that. But it will not take that long actually. But I want to get some level before I try out a series. I think I have damage to do a series right now. The damage is fine, but I want more life, just in case. At series itself I can probably defeat with this amount of life without any problem. The problem is the 3 bosses before a series. They're a little bit scary, and I want at least I want just for safety 5,000 lives. And more damage would actually be pretty awesome as well. I think I'm actually gonna go for a belt pretty soon. I think the belt I'm using right now is it is good. I like the belt, give good damage. I want another belt. I want Megalodon's girdle instead. It gives life, more life in this one. It doesn't give any resist except cold resist. I can make up for that on some other items. And here we have a unique enemy for this. It's actually a little bit dangerous. But I want Megalodon's girdle because it's a little bit more powerful, and I want more life. And I can actually get a legacy one, and the legacy one would not be that expensive to trade for. But I'm gonna make my way to Dominus, so I think I'm gonna cut the video here, and I'm gonna show if I find something interesting on my way there. But see you at the Dominus boss fight. And here we go. It's time to fight against Dominus. Hello Dominus. For like the three times in a row. Killing your friends. Man, this character is powerful. At least so far I have had no problem. But I have a ton of lag, so I have been able to get some pretty kick-ass items. Nightmare prevailed. Yes, I'm gonna sell some item when I come back to town. I don't want to get hit by it because I don't know how much damage that will do. Yes, it's saved. Oh, that did some damage. And you defeated. I think I need to max out my lightning assist because you can see it's just 66%. I need a little bit more lightning. And I really need to upgrade my Euros, especially this one. This one really needs the upgrade, it's so old. They have good resistance, but it could be a lot better. That one, it not even have life on it. Oh yeah, Dominus, you're doing so much damage. And there we go. Duel foiled. Let's take a look at his helmet first. The helmet are pretty bad. Let's go this Duel foil and see if that one is actually good. Really good lightning damage. But I am not a elemental melee build, not in that sense. So I want to stack lightning damage or elemental damage on my weapon. But a build like that would probably be pretty powerful if you like playing. If you like playing with sword, using sword for example, and you're playing like an Inquisitor and doing crit. And doing you're dual wielding 2 swords like that, and you can get a pair of elemental weapon like that very, very cheap, like 400 damage for like 20k or something cheap like that. At least when I tried to get one for like, it was a while ago, yes, so all of you know it. So I'm not saying too much. And welcome to Act 4. Here we have an Exile. Where are you? There you are. dead. Kill these birds. That would actually be an interesting build to do that, and maybe I'm doing some, see if I can figure out something fun like that in the next when the big expansion comes. I'm maybe gonna do something like that. I don't really know, but I will. Well, I at least want to play some melee. Well, I'm not gonna talk too much about the new update, but by the way, the beta, I think it's gonna start in like one day when I record this video. And again, I'm going to have a beta key, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna play the beta or because I don't know if I wanna get spoiled. I think I may want to experience everything myself. And then all of the thing you're playing that character will be lost. So may actually just continue playing on my normal one. Anyway, we actually got a level. And we're starting getting pretty good here. I just want more life. The damage is good as it is right now. As you can see, I just crushing everything. By the way, I have an idea to a power siphon build. Thanks to one of my awesome viewers on YouTube. I think it's Suicide. Well, if you're watching, you know who you are, and you know I'm talking about you. And I really thank you for the idea of trying to make something with Power Siphon, because I have never played with Power Siphon before, and I tried it out and I actually like it. It was more interesting than I actually thought. I have no idea how to build a build with it, but that doesn't stop me from actually trying. I'm probably gonna fail because I have no idea how to build a build like that. But I'm going to do a video where I'm trying it out on something well, the best build I could build without watching any guides or how other people have built. I know they are a very powerful skill, but well, for fun, why not? Not everything needs to be the best thing ever. Anyway, let's go to Dry Lake and kill the boss here. I'm not gonna cut right now, I just want to go through this. This video is not gonna get too long, I think. I forgot when I started recording it, but we start to getting near the end of our journey and start to getting into the real end game. And I should actually do it a little bit faster. I think there are like 6 weeks to the big update comes. And I do think, actually I know, this build will be viable in the... come on, just freezed. This build will be viable in the new update. But I don't know if they're gonna change a lot in melee. I don't think so. I think the melee is going to be like the same. I think the life is going to be the same. I know they're going to change things in the skill tree, like nerfing CI. So the CI, if you take a CI, you're not going to have as much energy shield. But again, to everyone that think those changes are bad, I think they're really good. Like, many people think that you should, why they're not buffing life instead of nerfing energy shield? Well, here's the problem. If they're buffing life, so life get as powerful as energy shield right now, where is the challenge in the game? When you can survive everything in the game, and you can stand still and tank everything, what's the point of playing? You have no challenge, you have nothing. So that's why I think they are, instead of just buffing everything to as good as the most, so it will become as good as the most broken thing, it's actually better to nerf something that is broken to something, well, I hope they not nerf it so they get destroying it, you know, but I don't think they're going to destroy energy shield. Like, they're not going to destroy energy shield. Energy shield will still work, and like, be able to get like 500 energy shield roll on armor, and you will be able to like, get like 15,000 energy shield. That is enough in my opinion. It is enough that you don't you still have a good amount of hit points, because if a life-based build like my builds can do pretty much everything in the entire game with like 5,000 life, then an energy shield build can do that with 15,000 life. You just need to play a little bit better and play a little bit safe and not think you can face tank everything. So I think it will still be good, and it will not be as overly powerful as it is right now. And they do going to buff a little bit when it comes to life, well, in the sense that you can roll a bit higher life roll on gear, and I think that is absolutely enough. Life don't need more than that. Because I don't want life to get as powerful as energy shield are. I want energy shield to be about as powerful as life are. Let's fight this guy. But again, you feel free to disagree. I know that many people love energy shields, and you can play energy shield if you want. It's okay. But don't, and by the way, if you're saying that Greggy Game doesn't play in the game, that is as far from the truth you can come. If Greggy Games didn't play Path of Exile themselves, then we would never ever get any balance changes. And that means that like the old, very very super overpowered builds that was before, a long time ago, like the original version of Elemental Cleave, for example, could just one-shot everything in the entire game. Those would still exist, and like every broken build I've ever made would still exist, which means that the diversity of builds would be pretty bad, because people will just stick with the absolutely most powerful ones, or the people that didn't want to stick with it would have a very hard time actually justifying continue playing their own build if they're like the underpowered skills. If they didn't play the game, they would never buff the underpowered skills, which are the same, and then we have the same problem as with the overpowered one. No one would play them. So they're definitely playing the game, they're definitely listening. And because they're nerfing energy shield, that is actually a big, well, they're showing they're actually playing the game and caring. Because they're not good for the game in the long run to actually, well, it's not good for the game to have too much overpowered stuff. And I think that it will be good for the game. But anyway, feel free to disagree with me, and if you want, you can also write in the comments if you're thinking that it's a good idea to nerf it or it's a bad idea to nerf it. You are absolutely free to have your opinion. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and rambling about that, and we actually finished killing Vol here before I went into my half rambling, half whatever. So now the mines are open, but I think I'm gonna cut here, and I'm sorry if you want me to continue, but the video will get too long. So I think I'm gonna cut here, and I hope you guys like this episode, and in the next episode we are actually we are going to try to do the entire Act 4, and then I'm gonna start my journey towards Atziri. And the good thing when it comes to Atziri, well, this character doesn't have that Atziri set, but that doesn't stop me from actually using one of my other sets. I could just easily and cheaply buy the set, but why should I do that when I actually have it? So, well, if you think I shouldn't break my rule, I said in the beginning, only using a thing on this character, I will instead use the currency on this character to buy the set. But you are the one that have the, well, you are the one that have the, that one for that, and I think, didn't I make some Atziri fragment with this character? I think I did, but I can't really remember. I should actually go watch them. I think I actually made like some sets, but what do you think? Should I break my own rule and actually use this complete Atziri set I have right here so I can do it faster, or do you want me to use some currency and farm some Atziri set? You are the one to decide, and I'm going to listen to what you think. Anyway, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys doesn't get angry at me because I had my opinion on the energy shield. But anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.